Running out, Carlisle currently just outside the automatic promotion zone. A win tonight might get them back in. It might take them second. You'll find out if it does so here on BBC Radio Cumbria Sport. What an atmosphere again at Brunton Park. The referee will blow his whistle for the players to take a knee down in front of us, and then we will get underway here. Game number 43 of this magnificent season for Carlisle.
What a difference atmosphere. Carlisle supporters
cheering for the taking of the knee with some boos, it's worth noting, and the referee on starters orders. Listen to the noise. Here we go. We're underway in League Two then. Over the top it goes from Huntington. Out to the left-hand side as Carlisle attack from the off. Out of play for a throw-in to United on that left-hand side. The ball goes into the dugout over there. It's the night for caps with the sun really scorching the eyes from over the main stand on the far side as Gibson's on the ball, looking to get United going forwards. Forced back into defence. Lifted forwards by Huntington down the left-hand side. Comes off one of the Stockport players. Gordon gets there ahead of his man. Takes it to the byline. Shifts it out left-hand side. Cross in to the penalty area. Dennis trying to get onto it. Headed away by Hussey for Stockport. United on it on the edge of the area, but Stockport will break. Carlisle with a chance to hit, but they didn't. Now the break is on down the left-hand side for Stockport. They've got in behind Carlisle. Callum Guy will have to come across and try and slow down Jack Stretton, who's gone hard towards the corner flag. He's got it away from Guy at the byline, looking to send a ball into the area, trying to pick out a teammate. Huntington there to clear, and a few boos for Stretton, who chose to go to Stockport in January rather than Carlisle United. Down the left-hand side, trying to find the space to cross his Hippolyte into the area. Holy calls and claims. Good, confident start from here.
Yeah, good shout, great shout. Could see it. Paul was just going to go for it, and then the big shout came from behind. Big tackle to be won there for me. Whelan maybe could have went in, but just getting his bearings early on. Doesn't want to mistime it, and then he's on the yellow.
They're underway in all the games in League Two and in the National League. And of course Wrexham can move that step closer to promotion. Champions League games kick off at 8, including Chelsea trying to overturn that 2-0 deficit against Real Madrid tonight at Stamford Bridge. Carlisle going forwards down the left, looking to get forwards with Gibson. Volleyed away though by Stockport. Carlisle throw on halfway, left-hand side.
Told you, everyone will have their moment and come back into the team. Senior now, probably lower than a snake's belly Saturday, not involved. Suddenly gets the nod. That's why they've got to make sure they're ready. Someone who can take the ball going forward, maybe push Hippolyte the other way, make him think about something.
Keel Wright on the far side gets to the header clear. Melish's lunged in on his man a bit there, and they've gone down, and the cross comes into the penalty area. Dennis attacking it on the back post. Senior got there and put it over the bar on his left foot. Awkward one for him to deal with, but he got forwards and attacked it. And well done, Thomas Parsons, because Kyle Noyle threw himself down, and even in this atmosphere you could hear the scream from here on the far side of the pitch. The referee didn't even wag a finger, just ignored him, and the guy had to get back up, Chris, with nothing wrong with him clearly.
Yeah, good tackle, good strong tackle, good play from Senior. Left back to right, well, left wing back to right wing back, that's exactly what you want. Unfortunate, could have been a hero straight away, couldn't he?
Tough on his left foot, coming onto it. They're trying to play out from the back, and they've managed to accomplish it up into the midfield, and out to this left-hand side it comes now with Hussey, who's left of that back three but still winds up coming forwards as he always does, looking to get up to one of his teammates, edge of the area. Paddy Madden on the ball, takes on the shot, deflects off Huntington trying to clear it, and it will drop behind for a Stockport corner.
There's a lot of space, isn't there? Good play from them. They pass out from the back. 2 passes. Madden's got a hell of a lot of space. Camps has got a lot of space. They work it well. They'll quickly have to work it out. Carlisle at the back there, maybe say, listen, I'll take responsibility for Stretton, I'll go and follow Madden all the way in, and that'll free up some midfielders.
Corner then to Stockport in the 4th minute here at a pulsating Brunton Park on a glorious day in Cumbria. Hussey over it, the left of their back three, outswinger across the area over everyone, can be allowed to go, and is by Moxon, but on the far side Camps picks it up, tries to get across back into the Carlisle penalty area, drops down in there for a chance for a shot on goal, and over the bar it goes, and there's a jeer, but I'll tell you what, there's a little bit of relief as well, because when it was a Stockport player who got the toe on that one, Chris, it could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, big night for Moxon. You know, just thinking as myself and Guy and Gibson, you look at their midfield and they're very good players, and you want to test yourself. You want to say, I want to be the best midfielder on this park tonight. But yeah, a little bit too easy there, wasn't it?
Callum Camps, who still remembers no doubt how Chris Beach made him. as he told us so many times about his time as assistant coach at Rochdale. Here come Stockport breaking through onto Carlisle United again, looking to get away. Senior gets in the way rather than intercepts it, if I'm honest, and now Senior's got two men around him, tries to go round his man down the right hand side. That's really good play, and it comes off the... Well, I'm surprised that's not given as a throw into Carlisle United, but the officials feel that Stretton didn't touch it.
Yeah, it wasn't their ball, but what I like was Senior there, he's positive.
Gone at his man rather than choosing the easy way out.
Yeah, it could have been easy for him just to lob that over the top, which I don't mind early in the game, but he showed good.
Stockport back into defence and then hoisted forwards. Hippolyte flicks it round the corner. Under a bit of pressure here, Whelan just clips it down the right touchline. It will drift to Hussey. He's playing on the left of their back three, but still getting forwards plenty. He tries the crossfield ball in behind Huntington, who heads away. Good for Carlisle. Mellish goes after it down the left-hand side, flicks it down the line here. J.K. Gordon should be able to get onto it on halfway, keeps it in play, round the corner pass in search of Gibson, was cut out there by their sprightly midfield. Dennis almost onto the back pass though, and they have to whack it away, Stockport, into the Carlisle half, and it bounces. It's awkward for Mellish, heads inside to Huntington. Brilliant. Passes to Armour on the left, gives it back to Huntington. He can look forwards now, looks for the ball over the top for J.K. Gordon to chase after. Right heads it away for Stockport, one of their centre halves, lifted forwards over the United defensive line. Don't know who they're trying to exploit there, but it's coming to one of their running midfielders looking to get onto it. Bringing it forwards now, Hippolyte, who's popping up all over the pitch, flicks it round the corner in search of Hussey. He's playing left wing back, is Hippolyte, the number 21. Hussey is at times beyond him from left of the back three, Chris.
Yeah, they're very comfortable, got a system tried and tested. Confident team as well.
Nearly 35 now, Hussey, and still motoring up and down a wing. Out to the left-hand side go Carlisle from the goal kick forwards, and Armour brushed off it there by Noyle on that far side. And I think Holy a bit frustrated with Armour there, that he thought that was one he could actually win.
Maybe it was not a lot of loft on it. I think the defender's done quite well and eased them out of it.
No scores yet in the big games in League Two. I sort of got the ones that are around Carlisle featured tonight to my left as Whelan misses out on the header to Madden. Guy flicks it away, but it'll just come straight back from Stockport. Going to go out for a throw-in on halfway, left-hand side. Hussey with it. Comes over to take the throw. One of the other centre-halves, Horsfall, coming with him. Central midfielder Crossdale, who's their more anchoring man in there, the former Northampton man. Also came through at Huddersfield and has had spells with Macclesfield. On the ball, Hussey back into the centre of defence, where Crossdale has just dropped deep at the moment between the two centre halves who are over there because Hussey's so far over. Good headed win in midfield from Huntington, but it is headed back down again by Stockport, trying to get onto it through Hippolyte over Senior here. He's got an arm right across the face there of Senior, but has done well enough to hold him off there. He's a big lad. It is Hippolyte for a wing back, and referee, as he's played the ball forwards, has got in the way of it, and it broke to the Carlisle men, and the referee's obviously going to give it back to Stockport.
It's unfortunate because it was going right to Moto and Moxon there before it even hit the lad, hit the referee, sorry.
They take it back into the centre of the park. Drifted out right hand side and looking to get in behind Carlisle here. Armour had to track his man really well. Picks out Moxon, sends it to Mellish. Under pressure, he's lucky to find Armour, and that's a great turn from Armour. Tries to play it away down the left hand side. Picked up again by Stockport, and at the moment they're dominating the ball, Chris.
Yeah. Well, we thought that, don't we? They're a good team. They've got a good system.
A right wrist, the goalkeeper there, waiting right until Gordon was in front of him and tried to clip it to Hussey. Dennis was on him. That's encouraged the Carlisle fans back into voice here at Brunton Park. Huntington heads forwards from the ball over the top, looking to get onto it. Gibson for United. Head it back into defence to Stockport. J.K. Gordon goes chasing after it, doesn't get there. Ball clear by Stockport. It's an awkward one. And they might just get to it over by the byline, but Armour's done brilliantly to step across. Did really well there. Almost teased them into thinking they were going to get there, and then just stepped back across the ball, did Armour. Right on the corner of the penalty area as it went over the byline. Goal kick Carlisle.
Yeah, it just shows that Stockport have got both in the locker, haven't they? They can pass it and go through the lines, and then if they need to, they just dink it over the top for the runners. But yeah, they've started well, they've settled well, but don't they always? On a pitch like this, anyone who wants to play football can always manipulate the ball, spread it out. But Carlisle are in this game. and we just got to put a bit of a foothold on it and try and get forward.
As Paul Simpson's been highlighting this week, Chris, 19 clean sheets this season is phenomenal for Carlisle, but the fact that Stockport are one of only 2 teams who've beaten Carlisle by more than 1 goal in the league, that's an amazing stat.
Yeah, it is.
But they're coming forwards here against Carlisle United with Camps, edge of the area, a goal-scoring midfielder in his time at Rochdale, looking to get onto the ball. Hippolyte will pick it up to the left, and they feel it's going behind for a corner. I thought it might have been a goal kick, actually.
That's the problem at the minute, the way Stockport are working it, that it's Camps is finding himself on Madden with a lot of time on the edge of the box. Yes, they're not threading balls through, but they've got the shot at 23, 24, 25 yards, which could be a tester for Hawley.
Well, the Stockport fans are playing their own part in the grand atmosphere here at Brunton Park. It's all going to be about who scores and who scores last in this game. Here comes the ball into the penalty area from Stockport, attacking it. Madden, header just over the bar, got it well. How was he so clear? Was it Madden?
Yeah.
How was he so clear to win that, Chris? Who was picking him up?
Yeah, I think they've done the block. They went deep, haven't they? Hawley was very confident that it was going over the bar, but Madden's very organised, isn't he? Every time the ball goes dead, he's making sure the team are back and not letting us play out from the back.
Stevenage have taken the lead against Doncaster, Chris. That's a bit of a blow. Stevenage currently the team, well, coming into tonight, the team in third, the team closest for Carlisle United to catch. Northampton up in second, though, also there for them as Carlisle win a throw into the left of the Stockport penalty area. There is time left, but games are running out. 12 points to play for coming into tonight. Carlisle starting the night 2 points outside the top 3. Throw in from the left, finds J.K. Gordon, Armour down the left touchline with Gibson. Has kept it in play, the official's not interested in it, offside or throwing. Armour turns and looks back to halfway and under pressure plays it off one of the Stockport players for a Carlisle throw. Stevenage then up to second. Northampton now the benchmark for Carlisle to try and reel in, 3 points ahead of them. They will get there on goal difference if they win tonight and Northampton don't. In fact, if Northampton lose. Lots of ifs and buts, of course. Moxon pirouettes on the ball, turns in the midfield, just holds off his man, gives it to Callum Guy, who's popped up in a right midfield place, turns it round the corner for Corey Whelan to run onto. Down the right hand side, Sini was pointing where he wanted the ball to be played there from Whelan, but he just didn't quite have it about him to find that pass. Moxon turns out the tackle, then turns back into it. Down the right hand side, gives it to Senior, one-on-one against Hippolyte, who swung a leg. He was quite fortunate to get the ball there. He looked a bit like a centre mid playing at left wing back to me there, Chris, the way he tackled.
Yeah, it's just got to bite the bullet, try and go at him a couple of times, test them, see what he's about.
13th minute, 0-0, United against Stockport. Gordon coming short for the Senior throw. Senior stuffs it up his shirt to get the ball dry so he can get most purchase on his throw from the right. Into the area it goes, looking for the flick. Moxon does flick it, Dennis attacks it, headed up, not entirely away by Stockport. Carlisle onto it, edge of the area. Gibson somehow finds Whelan on the right hand side, sends a cross in towards goal, headed away by Wright at the back for Stockport. Guy keeps it alive, chest control, turns, finds J.K. Gordon in the area. Good tackle of Keel Wright out the far side, but good enterprising play from Carlisle, causing Stockport problems.
Yeah, they've got to keep that ball alive, and that's exactly what they've done there. So, yeah.
Salford have taken the lead on the left hand side. Carlisle coming forwards, and it's off Wright again, who's having a good game for Stockport, but he's needing to because Carlisle are attacking well. Salford have taken the lead against Hartlepool. They move into the top 7 of League 2.
Yeah, they've just, at the minute, Wright is the one who's holding it together a little bit. They've managed to bypass the midfielders, bypass the fullbacks, and he's just had a brilliant position in the middle of the defence.
This jeering, by the way, Chris Dennis on the right touchline to the right of the goal just tried to toss and then volley the ball across and over the goal to the corner on the far side for the corner and hit the post, and it went straight back past him. So the Stockport fans were enjoying that as Moxon prepares to take the corner now from the far side in front of the paddock. Swung into the Waterworks end goal that Carlisle are attacking. 14th minute, good noise around Brunton Park. Moxon with it in towards goal, keeper misses it, hits the defender Hussey and goes behind. And Corey Whelan didn't gamble at the back post. If he'd have run at the back of Hussey there, he might have got something on that and put it in. The keeper, a total flap from Ben Hinchley.
Yeah, it's kind of hit Huntington, hasn't it? Well, between Huntington and And Hussey there, Corey Whelan's usually a threat. Remember Salford away, the ball just seemed to land next to him a lot of the time.
Armour with the corner now from the near side, another in-swinger on his left foot, driven at the near post, flicked towards the edge of the area. Gibson can't get there, cleared by Stockport. Stretton trying to get it away again. Gibson picks it up, goes to Armour, out on the left touchline, works it onto his left foot, sends this swirling cross into the penalty area. Gordon trying to get onto it for Carlisle, picked up by Camps for Stockport, edge of the box, who'll turn it down the line and then they'll clear up towards halfway. Good little pattern of play there for Carlisle United. Senior heads it forwards, running onto it. Armour urged to shoot, lets it fly. Oh, what a shot it was, and what a save from the keeper. What a strike from Armour, thunderbolts. And the keeper a match, unfortunately. Urged to shoot by the fans, did shoot. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah, great. You know, that's exactly what the supporters need, supporters want. We didn't really get that, did we? One of them, you know, power shots on Saturday, or a clear-cut kind of chance apart from Dennis's. This is the kind of play that really gets everyone going, doesn't it? Great shot from him, a good save.
This is just the sort of start Carlisle United needed here. Into the 16th minute. Can you believe we've had 15 already? Carlisle corner, Moxon with it. In swinger again at that waterworks end. Here it comes. Keeper flapped at the last. In towards goal. Punches at this one. Has got it clear though. Stretton surely fouling his man there. The senior was trying to stop him coming forward. Guy in with a tackle. Gibson back. Carlisle should get a free kick. How is the ref not giving that there, Chris? As soon as he came across the back of him, Stretton had a little dig there, knocked Gibson off balance. Why is the ref not giving that?
Yeah, well, if he's not going to give it, he doesn't give it for the rest. That's where we want to see consistency. But well done, Callum Guy and Gibson. Great determination to get back.
Good play, Stretton, to get away from Senior, even if it was possibly a foul. On the left, Hussey with it, lays it off to Hippolyte, gives it back to Hussey. He'll cross now from the left-hand side, swirled in, volleyed away by Whelan, and out for a throw-in on this left-hand side that Hussey will take. Gillingham have taken the lead against Leyton Orient, who've had a man sent off. Orient could actually win promotion finally this evening. Not far off the title as well, but they're down at the moment as Camps gets on the ball in the area. Guy cleared. Gibson's under pressure here. He's got very little to hit, so he's done brilliantly to play it off his man and get Carlisle the throw-in. Always high pressure in that scenario, Chris. He had 3 men around him there, managed just to keep possession.
Yeah, and we can tell that the crowd are indifferent now. He's onto everything we're doing, you know, getting behind them, applauding, cheering them on.
Omar Beckel sent off in the 14th for Orient. McDonald scored in the 16th. I presume that's penalty, but you never know. I can't quite see. As the ball's played forwards here, looking to get them away. Edge of the area, big chance, Stockport. Dragged at the near post, and behind it goes for a goal kick. They're appealing for the corner. Running onto it, Will Collar, who's got 13 goals this season. They worked it so well. I don't know, Carlisle have got 3 centre-halves, Chris, but they wound up with no one in front of Collar there, and thankfully, under a little bit of pressure from Armour running towards him from the far side, he dragged his shot wide.
Well, it's a midfield runner, but Moxon done enough, didn't he? You know, maybe he had lost him at one point, but he managed to get back, done enough to make him shank that shot wide. But yeah, it's a test, isn't it? Because it's a warning. It goes into the front man, they flick it round the corner and he's in.
Ball forwards for Carlisle United. Dennis can't win it. So Stockport come forwards again down the left-hand side. Joining in, Camps trying to get away from Callum Guy with a little drop of the shoulder and does so. Plays it down the left. Guy gets in and takes out Hippolyte though. Wins the ball nice and cleanly out of play for a throw-in. A bit of a hospital ball actually from Camps.
What I do like though is, you know, these games are tense, low scoring they seem to be, you know, and around the final stage of the season. We've got, you know, the bench that can change. I know Patrick hasn't pulled up a lot of trees for people, but bringing him on from the bench, Stockport will be worried about pace like that. Garner, Edmondson, you know, Devitt. We've got football players who can come on and make a real difference, and I think even the players on the pitch for us look at that bench and go, yeah, we've got a chance to win this with these.
I say this tentatively, Chris, because he was one of the better players at Edgeley Park earlier in the season, but Hippolyte's having a bit of a mare at left wing back, isn't he? Struggling a bit there, just put it out of possession.
You see him more through the centre, down there.
Oh, he was a centre mid. Oh, that like a foul, and it is. Free kick given. Moxon pushed under the ball by the tackle and landing on the coccyx. That can always hurt. But yeah, Hippolyte's playing on this left-hand side, and I don't think he can quite figure out his role because Hussey keeps coming past him from the centre of defence. A bit like Mellish does, I suppose, for Carlisle. Just got to learn it and play it like Jack Armour does. Holy over the free kick, right to centre in the middle of the Carlisle half. Over the far side it goes. United trying to get onto it with Gordon. Strong holding there on Stretton, it looked like. Carlisle win it back in midfield and coming forwards with Armour again. Strong tackle on him though, and it goes back towards the goalkeeper, who clears for Stockport. The sun not far off dropping behind the Edinburgh Woolen Mill stand opposite us here, which will be a huge relief to everyone watching from the east stand here, not least those of us in commentary. Senior wins the ball back from Carlisle United, high up on the right hand side, needs support, gets it from Gibson coming in behind him, needs something in the midfield as Jordan Gibson just about gets the ball back to Senior on the right. Now he'll try and take his man on down the right wing and gets a throw in. Like that, he just tried to scoop the ball around Hussey and go through his legs.
He does do that a few times. I thought Gibson was just like, good throw.
Down the right hand side, almost getting Gordon away, turned up rather than away here by edge of the area, forced it. Dennis, good save, chance for Gibson. He's missed. Oh, what a moment for Jordan Gibson. What a shot. Dennis head to the area when the ball fell to him. The keeper palmed it away tamely in front of Gibson. The angle was reasonably tight, but you've got to work the keeper from there, and he's thundered it into the side netting.
Well, I'm going to focus on the positives there. The ball went up in the air. Moxon was first onto it. Dennis straight onto it. What a strike. Got to give the keeper a hell of a lot of credit. Gets a strong arm to it. Pushes it enough away that it's not a tap in for Gordon or Gibson. Knee height. Gets his body over it. Yeah, if we're being massively harsh, he's probably got to hit the target, but you know, I'm going to praise them as well for getting in there and being proactive. We're not seeing this from Carlisle for a few games. They're on the front foot on anything that goes in at that goalkeeper, they're in. We're having shots, we're having crosses. Good performance so far.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, what a moment though that was. Dennis with a really good shot. Keeper, he stopped it, but I don't know, one of those that we might look back on. We shall see. Hopefully Carlisle can keep the tempo up, keep the attacking up. Hippolyte gets up on the ball, middle of the Carlisle half, gives it to the left touchline, and Hussey just passes inside to Madden. They just keep all receiving it and then getting it back off Hussey, giving it back to him, and he just sort of orchestrating things down the left hand side. Now they find Madden, edge of the Carlisle penalty area, hits it square, Moxon cuts it out, he can drive away, sends it out left hand side for JK Gordon, one-on-one with the keel right, holds him off, pushes it back to Mellish on the left, then on to Armour, he gives it back to Mellish. Carlisle just keep a little bit of possession. Applause for that from the Carlisle fans, that they didn't just boot it away and bring it straight back onto themselves.
Well, it's a show of confidence, isn't it, that they started well.
Well, the big moment of the first half falling Carlisle's way, but they couldn't find a way in. Great save from the goalkeeper. And on the side, nothing from Gibson. Dennis with the earlier shot. Now they've got to throw him out on the left of that Stockport box. Armour with the throw. Great noise around us here at Brunton Park. Chorus of United as they prepare to take this throw. Moxon with a little drop of the shoulder, looks to scoop one in search of Dennis, volleyed away. Moxon keeps it alive, they'll get there. That was surely a high foot, wasn't it? He's gone down holding his face, the referee's not having it. Strong tackle back from Guy, and the referee's given that as a free kick, and Guy tells him what he thinks there. The referees have both barrels off Callum Guy there.
It's not a free kick, is it? He's right not to give the high foot one, but he's wrong with that one. It's a great tackle from Guy.
Yeah, Callum Guy really let him know there. And the fact that he didn't really talk to Callum Guy after that to tell him off for the way he spoke to them suggests that he maybe wondered if he wasn't right. Ball out to the right hand side with a keel right, taking a bit of a risk running at JK Gordon, and then just gives it straight to Armour, who's fouled, and Carlisle get their own free kick in the left back position.
Stockport rattled a little bit. They know they're in a game here.
It is a game, but both sides know they're in a game as well. Stockport have shown quality the way they've come through Carlisle United's midfields at times in the opening 23 minutes of this game.
Great, isn't it? Usually at this time of the season, we're trying to dent people's promotion and looking at players who we might give a year to next year and who would release. That's usually our talking point from now till the end of the season.
Good little play from Gibson there, but he needed somebody to go with him as he shuffled and got possession for United. Whelan brings it down the right touchline now. Gibson's with him. Edge of the area, Moxon comes in this show, and Dennis too. The guy goes back to Holy, nothing wrong with that, and it's good crowd around us, Chris. No one groaning that the ball's gone back to Holy there. They understand the need to keep possession off Stockport so United don't spend the night chasing shadows.
Yeah, it's really good atmosphere, understanding atmosphere as well of the game.
Armour jumps against his man, but Noyle wins the header. 5'8" Noyle, but jumps very well, always has done. 26 now. I remember him being a teenager when he went to Cambridge, Chris. I think it was Cambridge he came to first in the EFL after being let go by West Ham. And so it spells at Swindon, Wigan, and arrived from Doncaster. in the January transfer window. Good right back at this level, and they fire it forwards over the top. Stretton's taken a very useful touch out on the right wing there to kill that one in front of John Mellish. Tries to play it off one Carlisle man, gives it to Noel down the touchline, and he just passes it out of play. Noel not quite a Stretton on the evidence of that passage of play.
Yeah, good pressure.
Mansfield have taken the lead at Newport. That means Mansfield move into the playoff places on goal difference. Salford drop back out. They lead this evening as well against Hartlepool. Stevenage ahead in their game, taking them second, dropping Northampton to third, meaning the gap to the top three is now 3 points for Carlisle United. Down the right hand side, Stockport tried to break out, but just going into Carlisle's half, they concede the throw-in. John Mellish just taking his time going down that touchline. 25th minute. Cleared. Still 0-0 as well in the National League, and they're underway in the Champions League now, and those games 0-0 as well. And Huntington's done really well to get ahead of Stretton there and slide in just to stay ahead of him, and then manage to lunge in and poke the ball out for a throw-in, because they're clearly trying to isolate him against Stretton's pace. Yeah,
it's a clever ball from Madden as well weighted, but Paul Huntington, as we said before the game, I mentioned before the game, they'll give him a couple of yards, they play a bit deeper, and that's exactly what he's done.
Thrown on the right hand side. Stockport take it. The sun's nearly gone as Chris has sat down. I think it has gone. I've just looked directly into it, which means that I'm seeing stars at the moment as Huntington heads away. He's of course one of the stars. Ooh, Gibson wrapped on the top of the boot there. The referee saying no.
I don't mind that. I actually don't mind the ref doing that, as long as it's both teams again.
He didn't feel that it was a foul on Gibson. And Akil Wright trying to come forward. Gibson goes after him and he pushes him over towards the touchline. Akil Wright's done well to keep it in play, but then loses it. Poor pass. Whelan's got to be careful. Catches Camps, and the referee could have played on there, and he's never going for a yellow card for that. Came from the blind side, and you can see Whelan saying, hang on, that's my first tackle. Huntington's come out and is making that point as well. How is he giving a yellow card for that, Chris?
I've left the referee alone today because I know what he was like at Leyton Orient, but how he can book him for that? Just let it go. You don't have to book now. You'll have to book everyone now.
He didn't even have to
stand at a tackle.
He didn't even have to blow. They had the ball. Another score. Salford now 2-0 up against Hartlepool. They're not letting up at the moment. Carlisle face them, of course, a week on Saturday here at Brunton Park. One of two teams coming up who might feel they owe Carlisle one. The other one being the noisy neighbours from South Cumbria, after both sides were put to the sword by Paul Simpson's men earlier in the season. Let's hope that they don't get the revenge this year. Free kick then, middle of the Carlisle half to Stockport, and a yellow card to Corey Whelan, which felt entirely unnecessary from the official. Over the free kick, they play it square. Camps looks to conjure on the edge of the area. Gibson takes it off and will try and break away here. Strong tackle on Gibson. Lunges in on his man. Great tackle, and out of play for a throw on the far side. That's got the paddock, the East Stand, in fact all of Brunton Park up on their feet. Fantastic tackle from Gibson. I'm just glad the referee didn't.
Well, I watched him and he nearly put his whistle to his mouth there. Decided not to, thank good.
Ball forward for Carlisle. Gordon after it, but it'll be headed square across the defence calmly by Stockport. They'll look over to this left-hand side, and Hippolyte, Hussey not quite getting away from Dennis, running out of territory, gives it to Hippolyte. He'll have to go back into defence. Centrally it comes to Horsfall. Looks forward. Took a wrist there, passed right past Christian Dennis, but he wasn't looking. Hippolyte then up towards the edge of the area, finds Stretton, good tackle Moxon. Hippolyte sends it to Stretton again, good tackle Moxon again. Now he's driving after Horsfall, he just has to lump it clear out the far side. Armour puts Noel under pressure, out to play it goes for a throw. Well done, one of our own, Owen Moxon.
Yeah, he's done well. Good play from Carlisle, determined, crowd excellent.
Sensing, I think, tonight that they're going to need them, Chris.
Yeah.
And wanting to play their own part, the Carlisle fans. Ball goes out of play. No, it doesn't. The referee lets play go on. Corey Whelan gets there, just turns it down the left, clears, plays it off his man. Big night for Carlisle, Chris. Big night for the crowd too.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've all been waiting for this since Saturday, haven't we? 5 o'clock and trying to kill time to get to it, but everyone's came in great voice. Good night for it as well, no wind, surface perfect.
You're not wrong, it's a relief that sun's gone back down by the way. A hat, glasses and headphones were too much for my ears, they were killing. Thankfully the hat's off now. Can't imagine my hair looks up to much, but Carlisle United certainly do here this evening. A very good start to this game against a very good Stockport side. These have lost one game since January. 16 matches they've lost one, won 9, drawn 6, 9 unbeaten coming into this match. They're impressive, are Stockport. They've spent heavily, but they've spent well, and they're in the automatic promotion shake-up. Just at the moment on goal difference ahead of Carlisle United. Both of them trying to reel in third place Northampton, who are currently 0-0 in their game this evening. Throwing into the Carlisle penalty area. United get onto it through Moxon, clears it into their half. Dennis gives chase after it. Strong header back though from Horsfall, gets it back through to the goalkeeper Hinchliffe. Had 2 loan spells at Kendal Town as Ben Hinchliffe, one when he was with Penrith, the other when he was at Oxford. Either side of a spell at Derby County. Out on the right with Camps, spins away from Gibson, a very lively footballer is Callum Camps. Stockport passing it across the middle of their half and out to this left where Collar is on it. Time from Hamilton, the former Brighton man, down the left hand side now. He's got Hussey into crossing space, gets a good ball in, headed away Carlisle, picked up Stockport, edge of the area, trying to keep it alive. Dancing around there is Camps again, looking to open up space. In the end has to come to Hussey, the go-to man in their team. Guy's trying to force him back into his own half. Dennis could have just maybe nicked that one as it was passed back into defence for Horsfall, but Stockport keep possession and work it out to right with space to run into over halfway down the right hand side. J.K. Gordon trying to catch up with him, has to turn out of trouble and pass back towards halfway where Crossdale is. They're anchoring midfielder. Camps caught on it by Moxon. Strong tackle, but Stockport keep the ball out on the right flank. Mellish has headed it into his man, but it's taken on into the penalty area. Chance, total miss kick, falls on the edge of the box. Another chance, Hippolyte, goal! Carlisle couldn't clear their lines. It wasn't great defending, and in the 31st minute, Miles Hippolyte makes it Carlisle 0, Stockport 1.
Yeah, it's as you see, the ball hits Mellish, doesn't it? Runs into the man. He gets the ball across. Miss kick maybe. Is it from Collar? And falls to Camps, who doesn't panic at all, does he? Plays a little ball into Hippolyte, who snaps at it. Kind of beats Hawley before he reacts. Good response, Carlisle supporters again.
And I'm seeing a goal at Sutton for Northampton.
Well, we've just got to look after ourselves. Let's just see how it goes. But no, can't let this get on top of us. Got to respond. Big 60 minutes left.
Well, at the moment, it's the Stockport fans' invoice. And at the moment, not quite what Scunthorpe have faced when we're talking about the sum of all fears. That was getting relegated out of the Football League for Carlisle and carrying on as Scunthorpe have done. But the sum of all fears tonight was that Carlisle would finish the night 5 adrift of the top 3, and right now that's where they are. It's been a good game this so far, but it is the visitors, Stockport, who have the lead. They're in right form at the right time. United have got to find a way to ease their own woes because their form's not good and they are behind again.
Yeah, and it's time for people to step up, show why we're third. Someone's got to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and make it happen. Score a goal, create a goal. That's how you get promoted. People produce moments like that, whether it's a free kick, whether it's a cross, whether it's a solo goal. You've just got to make it happen.
Well, Miles Hippolyte's the case in point, Chris. In a good side, he was having a struggle overnight, wasn't he? And now he's given them the lead. And suddenly, he's grown on the pitch. Huntington sends it forwards. Hippolyte winning a header in there. Headed on by Gibson. Drops over the head of one of the Stockport centre halves, and they find Stretton looking to spin away here from Huntington. Got away from Huntington. Carlisle going to try and stop him poking it through down the right, and I think in the end they're going to run out of space and it's out of play for a goal kick to Carlisle. But all of a sudden they look a little bit not tired, but a little bit a yard behind Stockport in some areas, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, The problem is that we've got to come out a little bit, haven't we? And there's going to be gaps in behind now. So that's exactly what's happening at the minute, just for a couple of minutes. They've just got to gather their thoughts, not get carried away with it, not think it's completely, over. There's a big crowd here ready for them to get going again. We've got a good bench. No, it's far from over. Just got to make sure they don't get the second.
Be just and fear not. Throw into Stockport on the right hand side as they approach halfway. Carlisle have got the talent, they've got the fitness. It's mentality now for them. It's been mentality the last 8 games, including this one, and at the moment it's not all been there for them. Gordon dragged down, that'll be a free kick to Carlisle on the touchline right hand side.
Good thing is now, you've got the whole crowd going to shout, scream for everything. Let's get these. Stockport's mindset now is what a great 3 points they've got at the minute. That could make them back off, sit off a little bit.
And go after Carlisle that little bit less.
Nervy.
They're up to 2 points behind Stevenage, who have a game in hand on them, as they do on Carlisle. Crossfield ball into that Stockport penalty area. Keeper comes. Not enough pressure on him there, was there, Chris?
Yeah, the ball's a bit floaty for me. It's hard for the lads who are already standing under the goalkeeper to gain that momentum. Needs a little bit more on it.
I was talking to a couple of fans who have that sort of Cumbrian pessimistic way about them, and they were saying to me on the way in, it's going to be playoffs, isn't it? It's going to be playoffs. The problem they've got here, Chris, hang on a second, here comes Stockport forwards again. Hippolyte's got goal side. Callum Guy gets a toe on it, takes it into the tackle, seeing he needs to get rid and does. Problem now is that Carlisle are only in the playoffs by 2 points. As things stand, as the free kick's given in Hussey's favour against Dennis. Salford and Mansfield both winning up behind Carlisle means that they could drop out the playoffs at the weekend if they don't find a way to get back into this game. They are ifs and buts, but the form Carlisle are on, these things are meaningful discussions. Let's just hope Carlisle can change the conversation with their performance and the result they get here against Stockport. Because to be honest, Chris, for the last few months it's looked like Carlisle fans were going to have May free to go on holiday, and if they're not careful they definitely are.
Plenty of time.
Ball in from Hussey. Stockport looking to get onto it. Carlisle just need to get this clear and do, for it broke in their penalty area. Hussey under this, volleys it back towards his goalkeeper, who, that's good from him. Didn't even wait to take a touch under pressure of the men closing him down, just stepped onto it and half volleyed it away. Akil Wright pulling down J.K. Gordon. He's got to get his book out, hasn't he? He's surely got to get his book out for that. And the Carlisle players all coming over and making that point, and Akil Wright surely will. Referee not letting him walk away.
There we are, right. Let's get him ran at. Let's get him on the back foot. Gordon, get at him, get a second foul.
There's a yellow card for Akil Wright. Both the right-sided defenders in both back threes on bookings, Whelan and Wright. Carlisle free kick. 1-0 they trail. It's not all doom and gloom, but at the moment it's not a great deal more. Just one of those nights where United have to find a way. It's come to this. A lot of sort of games where they could let things go have gone. Now they've got to make it happen here. Stockport trying to break. They're appealing again. Lifted ball forwards. Under it is J.K. Gordon. Ball drops to Whelan, heads it on, drops in behind the midfielder in there, who swirls and clears it over his shoulder up towards halfway. Moxon trying to take it down. That was put him under pressure. Hippolyte jumps into him, wins the ball back. Moxon wins it back though for Carlisle. Out to Armour on the left touchline, plays it down the line looking for the run of J.K. Gordon, trying to go the long way around his man. Noyle's put a lot of pressure on, and in the end it goes behind for a goal kick. Noyle did well.
Yeah, unlucky. It's a ball from Armour. I don't mind that. It's a decent ball, but usually you see defenders shepherding it out, but he's put a lot of pressure on there. You've always got to, even if we go in 1-0 down half time, shooting towards that second half, you've always got a chance with the bench, we say as well. But yeah, you are where you deserve to be.
You are, Chris. But the point I was trying to make is Carlisle have felt like they've always been chances in hand up to tonight. Tonight feels like the chances will run out, and that might actually inspire Carlisle.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get to that point where it's, you know, thingy or bust, isn't it? And you do feel a bit differently, and you do go, right.
We are about there for Carlisle. Hippolyte gets on the ball, scorer of their goal. Confident touch back into defence when you were hoping he'd miscue. Over the top from Stockport. Huntington heads downfield. Senior under it. Passes inside but finds one of their midfielders. Crossdale, their anchoring man. The guy who just keeps things ticking over in there, allowing the other two to kick on.
From non-league, isn't he?
Yeah, came in from Fylde. Had a decent spell there after coming through at Preston. On the far side. Stockport carry the ball out.
You know, apart from that chance, it's the goal. We've been quite comfortable. We've been quite comfortable. I mean, we've not ourselves created loads of chances, but we would feel comfortable. You would feel that there's one team going to win it second half because we're at home and how it's gone, but they get that goal, don't they? And good teams and divisions kind of see it out, don't they? That's what I'm worried about.
Armour's pile driver, of course, you know, could have given Carlisle the lead, but good save from the keeper. But the big chance was the Dennis Gibson double chance that Carlisle couldn't get anything out of. Now Senior's dragged down Hippolyte as he looked to break away, and the referee's going to have to
book everyone now. He's going to have to book everyone.
Senior will go in the book here. He did drag back Hippolyte though.
Yeah. He didn't need to book anyone at the minute for me. And I think all the players are probably saying the same. You haven't had to book anyone. Everyone could have got one foul.
Made a rod for his own back. That probably was a booking though, that one. He's got the wrong side of Hippolyte and he's away. He's grabbed hold of him. That might have been the first booking though. As it is, we're on 3 already now. Carlisle do at least lead on that. 2-1 on bookings, but 1-0 down on the night. Hawksball just taking his time about this free kick. Flights it out looking for Hippolyte. He's got goal side of Senior again, you know.
He's strong.
Very strong. Madden trying to flick it around Guy, got it caught under his feet. Somehow it breaks through to their midfield. Camps picks out Madden. He's got the action out on that right hand side of Noyle. They've got men in the penalty area. Cross comes in, headed towards goal, comes off a Carlisle man. Holy can't stop it going behind. It's a corner. 42nd minute. Carlisle adamant that it was a goal kick. The referee adamant otherwise.
Yeah, got to make sure we see this out. Get to half time if needs be. Little regroup. Tweaks if needs. Corner to Stockport, who lead Carlisle by a 1-0. Miles Hippolyte with it in the 31st minute. The best 2 of the chances of the game, 3 actually, have been Carlisle's. But that speaks of their goal scoring problems in recent matches, as much as it does a positive thing. Corner then. Presume it's Hussey over it, a left-footed outswinger from the far side. A man's gone down in the box. The referee spotted that. What's he doing here? They're appealing for a penalty. The referee spotted the Stockport man go down as the corner. The referee's all right. You've seen they're coming together.
For a minute there, I thought he was giving the penalty. They're obviously looking to get a block.
Need to keep this out.
Huge moment in the match for Carlisle, huge moment in the season. Stockport in swing, a near post, Madden flicks, behind it goes. The referee doesn't know, linesman wasn't helping, and they're all saying that's a corner. And Carlisle players sheepishly come away having got the goal kick. Fans around us starting to head off downstairs for refreshments that might involve alcohol, Chris. I wouldn't be surprised. Probably not that young lad, but you never know. It's a nervy game. Holy with the goal kick forwards for Carlisle into the Stockport half, headed on Moxon. Right over the top of the Carlisle man, and the free kick given there. Dennis clattered there by Horsford, the centre half. Just headed right through the back of Dennis, and the referee, to be fair, called that one right. But it's only just over halfway, Chris.
Yeah, it's not a great angle, is it?
Don't know, you tell me.
Yeah, it's
taking quickly on the left hand side. Gibson up towards the edge of the area. Is there something there? Lifted into the penalty area now by Moxon.
Good.
Flicked around the corner from Whelan, but the next man to touch it's a Stockport man. Gets it clear, and again headed down. Moxon finds Guy on the right hand side, needs support. He's up against the somewhat titan that is Hippolyte, who appears ridiculously there to say that was a throw into there. Rolled off his knee. Senior with a throw, right hand side. Gordon comes short, the referee telling him not to go any further forwards. We're into the last minute of the first 45. Senior gives it to Whelan, stretching forwards all the passing field, hasn't found its intended target, but Mellish comes and rescues it, gives it back to Huntington, finds Moxon. Little on down the right hand side, he's had his pocket picked. Camps now breaking down the left hand side. Moxon, strong shove, the referee. How was that not shoulder to shoulder, or was that a push? You call it, Chris?
Probably just enough for a foul. I thought the ref was going to give it, to be honest. The problem he's got is the referee, it's that Moxon's lost it. He gets after him. It's not really a shoulder, is it? It's more of a little hand off, but still, it is soft. I know what
Camps
you're saying.
was looking for it, wasn't he? He knew he wasn't going to run and gun him down that touchline, and he just went down, and the referee obliged. But I know what you're saying. It was a forearm rather than a shoulder. He gave him the option, I think, is the term. Fourth official's got the board on the far side as Hussey prepares to take this free kick into the Carlisle penalty area. 2 minutes of time added on, with Stockport leading 1-0 here at Carlisle. Hussey over this, swirls it behind that Carlisle defensive line, headed away. Madden picks it up edge of the box. No, he doesn't. J.K. Gordon gets it away and chases after it. Volleyed back towards goal by Hippolyte, though, falling on his left foot. Clonked over the top of United's defensive line, but Huntington heads away, further away Armour. Hippolyte picks it up on that left hand side, steps in field, really come alive since scoring the goal as their number 21. Madden just keeps possession on the far side. In the first minute of 2 added on, tied it back into defence for Horsfall. He'll go further back now to his goalkeeper. No one for the keeper to hit here, so I think he'll have to play long. Paper aeroplane thrown towards the pitch by somebody in this east stand as Horsfall passes progressively out down the right hand side for a kill right to run onto. He's going to get away from Gordon here, running down the right touchline. Moxon comes out, strong tackle, really good tackle, out of play in front of the paddock, and that takes us into the second of 2 minutes, time added on at the end of this first half. Stockport 1-0 up at Carlisle. United need a huge second half. Let's hope it doesn't get any bigger, the task, with a Stockport second here before the break. Thankfully Wright's taking forever with this throw-in. Flick down the line, Moxon underneath it, trying to let it run, and then turns. Took a risk there, going through his man, Chris, on the edge of the penalty area, and clears. Dennis gives chase after it. Hussey on the ball, starts to run forwards after arcing across the edge of the centre circle. Takes his time to Hippolyte. Pass around the corner, misses Madden. Gibson gets it to Whelan, sidesteps his man, gives it to Guy. Another sidestep. Carlisle get it out to Senior on the right hand side. The referee checks his watch. Senior running here at Hussey, nearly 35, down the right touchline. Can he get into a crossing position? Can he take his man? Gives it down the right now for Whelan to get a crossing. Carlisle get a corner right at the end of this first half. Be quick about it. Not long to go. The referee will blow as soon as this is taken. Don't faff around, Carlisle, or he'll blow early. Armour comes over to take it from the left back position for Carlisle. The trail 1-0 as most games now at half time in League 2. Armour over this corner. Big moment potentially if Carlisle could get an equaliser here. Jack Armour sends it in for Carlisle United, wrapping one at the near post, thunders into the head of the Stockport man. Armour gets it down, looks to send a deeper ball to the back post. Carlisle have got a man in there, headed away, that'll be it. The referee blows as Guy gets